It is without doubt and question that Darth Vader was one of the most powerful Sith Lords that ever lived, embodying what it meant to be a Sith warrior and apprentice. Vader was a master of combat as well as with the Force, and practiced all 7 lightsaber forms to allow him to best destroy his Jedi enemies. Although his skills and knowledge of the Force was not on that of his master, he was still deeply ingrained in dark side tradition and lore. Beyond a doubt though, Darth Vader was far more experienced than his master was, especially when it came to defeating and killing other Force users. Darth Vader was the gears behind the Empire that forced it to progress. Because of this, over the years, many have questioned and even believed that Darth Vader could have been more powerful than Darth Sidious, more powerful than the reigning Dark Lord, and that the only reason Vader never overthrew Sidious was because of his cybernetics that his master had created to be exceptionally weak to Force lightning, Palpatine's favorite and most powerful Force ability. But what is the true answer, and how powerful was Darth Vader really compared to Darth Sidious, and was he even more powerful? The truth is, Darth Vader was not as powerful as Darth Sidious. However, he came far closer than many believe. Of course, as we're all aware, Anakin Skywalker had the most potential of any Force user who had ever been born. Without question, if he had been allowed to achieve this full potential, he would have been about twice as powerful as Darth Sidious. Darth Sidious, before Luke Skywalker, being the most powerful Force user of the era. Still though, Darth Vader would achieve much in his ways of the dark side of the Force, as well as with the lightsaber, and would come exceptionally close to Darth Sidious's own power, something that later in his life Palpatine was exceptionally impressed by. This is what the creator of Star Wars, George Lucas, said about Palpatine's power compared to that of Darth Vader, and just how close they truly were. Anakin as Skywalker, as a human being, was going to be extremely powerful, but he ended up losing his legs and an arm and became partly a robot. So a lot of his ability to tap into and use the Force, a lot of his powers are curbed at this point, because as a living form, there's not that much of him left. So a lot of his ability to become twice as powerful as the Emperor disappeared, and now he's maybe 20% less than him. But this isn't what the Emperor had in mind. He wanted this really powerful guy, but that got derailed by Obi-Wan. So he sees with Luke, he can still have his primo version if he turns Luke to the dark side. As he goes on, Luke is faced with the same issues and practically the same scenes that Anakin is faced with. Anakin says yes, and Luke says no. So by this statement, we learn a few very important things, including that Anakin Skywalker as well as Luke Skywalker had the potential to become twice as powerful as Palpatine. And at the same token, we learn that Darth Vader at his prime became 80% of Palpatine's 100. Although this is nowhere as powerful as Darth Vader could have become, it's still extremely impressive considering everything that he's been through. Vader's mere presence was enough to weaken even the bravest heart. He was ruthless, and when he focused his terrible mind on them, Tash felt ripples through the Force. Don't get this misconstrued, Darth Vader was exceptionally powerful and just as ruthless as Emperor Palpatine. Darth Vader in actuality came far closer to Palpatine than even Sidious would have liked to admit. At the end of Sidious's life, he even feared that Darth Vader would kill him, although he never believed he would become as powerful as him. But what are your guys' thoughts on this, and the fact that Darth Vader became 80% of Emperor Palpatine, and where do you believe he ranks as far as most powerful Force users in the Star Wars mythos? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.